Hello, I am a social psychologist, and today I'm going to discuss the relationship between human communication and psychological well-being. Humans are social animals. For most of human history, essentially all interactions happened face-to-face. In recent decades, the fast development of technology made it possible for people to communicate via phone calls, video calls, messages, and social media. Specifically, smartphones make technology-mediated communication easier than ever. The first smartphone was invented in 1992, the IBM personal communicator called Simon. In 2001, smartphones from Nokia first time met the internet. And in 2007, the first generation iPhone was released into the market. Now, in 2022, in total, 34 models of iPhones have been released. There are more than 2.22 million iOS apps and more than 3.48 million Android apps. Moreover, there are more than 6.65 billion smartphone users in the world, which translates to 84% of the world's population owning a smartphone. Smartphones not only take up the market, but also people's time. For example, on average, people spend 3 hours and 15 minutes on their phones every day. And an adult, on average, clicks their phone screen more than 2,000 times a day. However, can face-to-face interactions be replaced by smartphones? Can technology-mediated communication bring the same psychological benefits as face-to-face interactions? This question is specifically important during the COVID-19 pandemic, when work from home has become a new norm, especially during the periods of lockdowns. To study this question, we ran a daily diary study in the United Kingdom during a severe lockdown period. The study lasted for 30 days. Every day in the evening, participants reported how much time they spent on face-to-face interactions and technology-mediated communications. They also reported their psychological well-being, measured by their satisfaction with life, resilience, purpose of life, and mental health. We found that face-to-face interactions consistently predicted higher well-being, whether communicating with people within their household or outside of their household. But the relationship between technology-mediated communication and well-being was not consistent, only positive when the communication channel was via text messages. This reminds me of Charles Dickens' insight about electronic communication 150 years ago. I am as thankful to it as any man can be for what it does for us, but it will never be a substitute for a face. Therefore, it is time to put down our smartphones and start a conversation with our family, friends, colleagues, and even a stranger on the street. Thank you.